Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at something very exciting indeed. We're looking at the 1965 release by A.C. Gilbert from their James Bond Secret Agent series of action figures and action toys. Now these were released from 65. They were released in sets before being released as individual figures and individual toy sets. But what set we're looking at today is action toy set number 3, and this is the set in front of us, and on the box it says James Bond Secret Agent 007 action toy set number 3, and it includes the Fiendish Goldfinger, Evil Dr. No with Poison Vial, Cruel OddJob with his Deadly Derby, plus Goldfinger's horrible laser table. Can James Bond escape the laser light beam capable of cutting steel? Okay, so that is the front of the box. Now before we get in and have a good look at the figures, I'm just going to turn the box around and see what we got on the back. Oh, okay, so on the back of the box, it doesn't say a lot. It just says Sean Connery as James Bond in Thunderball, Gert Frobe as Goldfinger in Goldfinger, Joseph Wiseman as Dr. No in Dr. No, and Harold Sakata as OddJob in Goldfinger. Okay, so that's all it says on the back of the box. And if I go to the side of the box, it's got James Bond Secret Agent 007 action toy set number 3, and it is by Gilbert. Okay, so that is the box. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, this is still all sealed up in the cling film. You can see it has slightly started to come away on the side there, but other than that, it's still completely sealed. So I can't actually remove these figures and take them out, but let's have a good look at them by zooming in and see what we can. I mean, it is clear film, so as long as we keep the lighting right, we should be able to have a very good look at the figure or figures. Okay, so we're looking at Dr. No first of all, and there is Dr. No, and like it says on the box, it's based on the character played by Joseph Wiseman. And there he is. So it's a very good likeness to Dr. No, and he is clutching that vial, poison vial, and obviously he's on his own stand, dressed in his white coat, black gloves and his black trousers, and he's on his stand. Now these figures, there was no functionality to them. They were literally just miniature statues, basically miniature plastic statues. Size wise, well, we very crudely measure this. It's going to be quite difficult to measure it properly, but we're looking at just over about 3¼ inches, which if we measure that in centimeters, we're looking at about 8 centimeters. So all these figures are about the same size, there or thereabouts. But that is Dr. No, and I do think he looks fantastic though. It's not a bad likeness for Dr. No, all things considered. Let's move over this side. Let's go over to Goldfinger. Now I think Goldfinger also looks very good. The facial features are not quite right, but other than that, they have made him quite stout as he was in the film, dressed in his it's not exactly gold, but it's a brownish gold suit with white shirt and tie, and they've made him slightly ginger, which he was in the TV show as well. And of course he's on his black shoes and stand as well. And there we have OddJob. The likeness of OddJob is not too good. The facial features are not great, but he is dressed exactly as he is in the film Goldfinger, in his grey trousers, his black jacket, his black waistcoat, his white shirt and his tie, and he's holding that Deadly Derby top hat. And then we go on to Bond, who is try and get this angle right. He's on Goldfinger's table there. Now it's not a particular good image of Bond, I don't think the facial features are very good at all. Obviously he's in a dirty shirt and trousers. I don't know why his shirt is so dirty, but he's obviously been put through the wars or something. And of course he's on that laser table, and there's the laser at the top there, and there's Bond laying on the table. And incidentally, on the top of the box, if I just zoom out on this and try and get it where there's no light reflection, it does say, featuring exciting laser table as it threatens James Bond. Bond lies helpless on laser table. Turn knob, table and Bond slide towards the deadly beam. And it's got click, click, click. Okay, so that's how the table works. Now, as I say, they're nice figures for the time. In 1965, we're talking, well, almost 60 years ago, since these have been produced. And obviously, technology 60 years ago is very different to what it is now. But the figures have done, they're pretty good for the time, to be perfectly honest with you. They have stood the test of time. They haven't fallen to pieces or broken. They were good solid plastic figures, although the playability was very limited on them because you couldn't move their arms or legs or head or anything like that. But they were good figures to have and to play with. So I can remember having some of these when I was a kid and thinking they were terrific. But even back in the day, they were quite expensive. So you were quite limited to how many you could have. But they were cheap in comparison to what they are now. I mean, these sets now are incredibly expensive. The individual figures are very expensive. The complete sets are very expensive because they are now very difficult to find, especially in this mint unopened condition like this one in front of us. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage James Bond items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you're not going to want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.